Hello, my name is Xinrui Chen, and my net ID is XC856. This is question 2 for homework 5. Given that the probability density function of xy equals to 1 over a times y squared times x, y is larger than equals to 1. X is larger than 1 over y, smaller than y. For the first question, we need to draw the non-zero definition region of this probability density function of xy. So firstly, we can draw the line of x equals to y and the line of x equals to 1 over y. And here, the region with the pink line is what we want, the non-zero definition region. For question 2, we need to find a so that this probability density function of xy is a valid joint density function. First, we can calculate the integration of a times y squared times x dx from y times. First, we can calculate the integrate of 1 over a times y squared times x dx from 1 over y to 1 dy from 1 to infinity, like this, and then after this calculating, we can get that this is equals to 2 over a times the integration of ln y over y squared dx from 1 to infinity, and let ln y equals to w, and e to the power of w equals to y, so that we can get this equation into here, this equation, and finally we can get this equation, which should equals to 1, and therefore we can get that a equals to 2. For question 3, we need to find and draw the marginal density function of fx and fy, and we need to verify the density function of x and y are valid density functions. So firstly, we calculate the density function of y, which equals to the integrate of probability density function of xy dx from minus infinity to infinity, and this is equals to ln y over y squared, and y should larger and equals to 1 and smaller than infinity. Otherwise, the density function equals to density function of y equals to 0, so that we can draw the density function of f of y should like this. And we can find that the integrate of the density function of y is equals to 1, and so that the density function of y is a valid probability density function. Same as above, we can calculate the density function of x by integrate the probability density function of xy, and we can find that when x larger than 0, smaller than 1, the density function of x equals to 1 over 2. When x larger than 1, smaller than infinity, the density function of x equals to 1 over 2 times x squared. So that according to this, you can draw the chart of the density function of x. And it is also a valid probability density function.